Hello and welcome to this video. My name is ActiqueRS and this is my tips and tricks guide for the Cabbage Facepunch Bonanza, which is the Easter event this year, and it's also a new minigame that won't be deleted from the game, so these tips should be useful after the Easter is over as well. So the Cabbage Facepunch Bonanza is a minigame where you have to run from one side to the other side and avoid flames and also avoid gorillas, and while you do this you will also need to gather some resources and also some cabbage trophies from the monkeys if you want to get a lot of points. You also get points for surviving the waves and not dying, so since there are 10 waves and you get the wave number amount of points after each wave, that's a guaranteed 55 points for each and every game you can complete the all 10 waves in. You also get double the renown points for 600 first points of each day, so I suggest that you cap your renown points daily if you don't want to play this game too much. The only way to heal back the damage that you got from the flames and the gorillas is to gather more resources or kill monkeys to get the cabbage trophies. And this brings me to the first and definitely the most important tip for this minigame. And the tip is that you always need to do proper teamwork with everybody that you are playing the game with. And it's absolutely worth it to go to a world with your friends and try to get a private game, because if you are playing with a lot of players that are completely inexperienced with the Cabbage Facepunch Bonanza and they die on the round 2 or 3, then they will be turned into gorillas and there is going to be more gorillas, and since these gorillas are controlled by players and not by the game engine, it's much harder to trick those gorillas to be behind pillars and not bother you when you are gathering the resources. So you definitely have to do proper teamwork, and running together as a group and everybody just hitting each monkey one time and everybody gathering each resource for a short amount of time will yield the most points for each game. The tip 2 is quite controversial, but it's especially useful if you are playing with your friends and you're not entirely interested in sabotaging other players' game. So the tip 2 is that when you turn into a gorilla and you kind of lose the game, it's not really worth it to keep trying to kill the other players. This isn't entirely true in every game, because sometimes you wanna make the game shorter, but if you are either playing with players that are very experienced with the Cabbage Facepunch Bonanza, or you are playing with your friends that you want to get a lot of points with, then the possibility of you gaining maybe 2 extra points or 4 or even 8 extra points is nothing compared to the 100 extra points your friends could get if you weren't bothering them all the time. So if you turn into a gorilla, you kind of lost the game, and it's very difficult to make the game last any shorter amount of time than the 10 waves, because there are usually at least 2 or 3 experienced players that do proper teamwork, and they are not going to die if 1-2 people are playing the gorillas and trying to kill them. So your time is far better spent if you just go to AFK, you go get a cup of coffee, and on the next round you don't fail and die before the 10th wave. The third tip that I have for this minigame is that you have to realize your healing potential, and with this I mean that if you are able to just run through flames and take the 700 damage or so, and behind the flame there is a monkey, and then there is a cabbage patch also, and like 5 other players, then it's really not worth it to try to avoid the fire. Just go through the fire, hit the monkey one time, and then collect the cabbage leaf patch, and then collect your cabbage trophy, and you are suddenly full HP again. And the fourth and the final tip for this video is use Bonfire boost, because that's the boost that you can take with you into the Cabbage Facepunch Bonanza. So just burn like 5 magic logs in a bonfire, or a couple of logs, whatever logs you have in the bank, the higher the better, and if you have burned the logs then you will have a bit increased HP when you go to the Cabbage Facepunch Bonanza, and it's making you harder to kill. If you follow these tips and tricks and you find proper people to do the Cabbage Facepunch Bonanza with, then you can expect to get about 135 points each game, and sometimes even close to 200 points in one game. So at best that's like 1000 renown points for each hour, even without the bonus. And you can also trade the 1000 renown points for 122k bonus mining XP, 73k bonus farming XP or 111k bonus slayer XP. But that's if you have 99 in those skills, and if you have a lower level skill then you will get a bit less experience. But I think that with some proper optimization and also some really nice people to do the Cabbage Facepunch Bonanza with, I think it's going to be worth it for mining and slayer if you don't want to just grind them. But I don't think it's going to be too overpowered for these two skills. I don't see it being worth it for farming though. But I do think that this is everything that I wanted to say, so I hope you have enjoyed this short video, and if you like it you can leave it a like and leave some comments. You can also subscribe if you haven't, and other than that, see you guys next time.